Class, so now we come to the second part of the video for today's asynchronous lecture. Tadi saya stop dekat here, right? We have found the Fourier series for the example number 2, where fx, our fx here is equals to, okay, fx kita sama dengan ni kan. So the Fourier series for this fx is equals to this. Actually this Fourier series ni kita boleh extend lah kan. Dia punya formula this is our final answer. I was saying this is a final answer where an, the term for the an cosine x is not there because our an is found to be 0 kan. Alright. Tapi sebenarnya yang ni kita boleh start to evaluate them as a series. Okay, macam mana nak buat? Maknanya you bolehlah start when n equals to 1. Okay, when n is equals to 1, maknanya kalau kat sini n is equals to 1, b1, what is your b1? b1 is negative 2 over pi. Faham tak? Okay, n equals to 1 maknanya gantilah n sama dengan 1 ke dalam function ni. So you're gonna have negative 2 pi. If b2, then it will be 0 sebab n equals to 2 is even, right? And if b3, meaning you're gonna have negative 2 over 3 pi. And b4, kosong tak tulis lah. And b5, you're gonna have negative 2 over 5 pi, and so on and so forth. So maknanya kat sini kita akan dapat okay, kita akan dapat kita punya answer kat sini 1 over 2. Okay, bn, b1 kita, lepas tulislah dulu b1 sin x tambah dengan b2 sin 2x tambah dengan okay, b3 sin 3x tambah dengan b4 sin 4x and then tambah with b5 sin 5x. And dari sini kita tahu half ni carry forward lah because that is the value for a0. And then plus with b1, our b1 is negative 2 over 4 pi, negative 2 over pi sin x. b2 will be 0, b4 also will be 0. So maknanya kita straight away jump to b3. Our b3 is minus 2 over 3 pi sin 3x. And then b5 kita minus 2 over 5 pi sin 5x. Alright. So, kalau lah kita evaluate, and then it doesn't stop here by right. Okay, it doesn't stop here because it goes up to infinity. So, kalau awak rajin, awak buatlah sampai infinity? Of course not, right? Kalau siapa yang buat sampai 5 ni pun dah kira rajin. Then you can just put the dot here to indicate that it continues. Okay, it continues. Alright. Okay, class. So, maknanya this is, tadi yang ni, saya kata this is our Fourier series, but this is without evaluate the value. Maksudnya evaluate tu, kita tanpa kita gantikan value n equals to 1, 2, 3, beberapa value lah for us to see the pattern. Okay, so this is our fx. Okay, so I may say this is our final answer lah. Okay, yang ni is the general function for our Fourier series yang kita cari if our fx is equals to sebagaimana yang dalam soalan tu. Alright, okay, so now have a look at the question. So far kita dah answer A and B. Now we have C. Okay, C ni, soalan ni sebenarnya berkait, of course berkait dengan B, and somehow it is really in order to solve for C, we need to get the answer up to the final answer like this. Okay, kita kena dapatkan jawapan dalam bentuk macam ni, barulah kita boleh identify value of x that will make the series come out like this. Okay, we need to make a guess here sebenarnya, but there is a way how to make a guess here, where the value of x that was give us the series equation turn out to be pi over 4 equals to 1 minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5 minus 1 over 7 plus dot. Okay. Okay, daripada sini tadi, okay, this is our answer kan. Alright, we can actually make simplify because as you can see, every term starting from the second term sampai the third term, ini kita ada 2 over pi. So, I factor out 2 over pi. So, kita akan ada sin x tambah 1 over 3 sin 3x plus 1 over 5 sin 5x and it continues. Buat dot. Tak boleh kata stop kat situ je because this is series. It will never end. Alright, so soalan tadi, the questions, you look, dia suruh kita make a guess to find the value of x that was will okay, yang menyebabkan the series ni bukan bertukar. Okay, the value of x that will make our series become equals to pi over 4 sama dengan 1 tolak 1/3 tambah 1/5 tolak 1/7 and so on and so forth. So, equals to 1 minus 1/3 tambah 1/5. Betul ke? Tambah satu lagi term kat sini. Tolak 1/7. Alright. Tambah dot kan. Okay, so how can we evaluate this from here? We need to evaluate from here. Is it possible if we do evaluate here, will we get what value of x that will make the series turn out to be like this? Okay, kita nak cari x sama dengan berapa? Okay, x equals to what is the value? So maknanya kat sini kalau kita tengok kan, kita ada, if you can relate, we do have 1. Kat depan ni pun kita ada, sebenarnya ada 1. And then here we have 1 over 3. Kat sini kita ada 1 over 3. Here we have 1 over 5. Here we do have 1 over 5. Okay, tak apa, jangan kisah lagi yang 1 over 2 and so on kat sini lah. Alright, and then 1 over 7 ni maknanya saya rasa kalau you extend further, we're gonna have negative 1 over 7 sin 7x. So maknanya kita ada 1 over 7 dekat sini. Okay, positive 1 over 7 sin 7x. Okay, so we have 1 over 7. Okay, so daripada sini maknanya we try to make a guess. Maknanya kita boleh compare kan kat sini. Kita boleh nampak. Okay. Katakanlah saya denote this as equation 2. And here as equation 1. Okay. Maknanya kat sini kan. If we compare equation 1 with equation 2. Kita ada. Tak apa. Biarkan Nuin dulu. Ni yang ni you jangan risau. Okay. 1 times with sin x. Okay. Sebab the series looks incomparable. This part dengan this part looks incomparable. Okay, boleh compare. Okay, so 1 darab dengan sin x is equals to 1. Then yang ni pula 1/3 darab sin 3x sama dengan negatif 1/3. Okay, and then the seterusnya we do have ni 1 over 5 sin x. The third term here, 1 over 5 sin 5x is equals to positive 1 over 5. And kalau nak puaskan hati, kita boleh pergi yang sampai the fourth term ni, kita tambah je lagi. 1 over 7 sin 7x is equals to negative 1 over 7. So, boleh tak kita cuba cari what value of x that will satisfy all these 4 equations. X equals to apa? Okay, sin x equals to 1. So, sin x equals to, the x value should be the same x value. Okay, so what x value that will satisfy all this equation? So, of course, the easiest one, we use the first term ni. Okay, so sin x equals to 1, definitely we give us x equals to pi over 2. Sin 90 darjah sama dengan 1, right? Okay, so sekarang ni yang ni sin 3x sama dengan negatif 1. Okay, let's try. Sin 3x is equals to negative 1. So it will satisfy or not kalau kita gantikan 3x ni dengan x ni dengan pi over 2. So sin 3 pi over 2, is it equals to negative 1? Yes. Sin 3 pi over 2 ni sin 270 darjah. So it is equals to 1. Then you try this one. Okay, yang ni kan 1/5 boleh cancel. So sin 5x. X sama dengan pi over 2. Is it equals to 1? Okay, 5 darab 90 sin 450 degree. If you press the calculator, yes, it will give you positive value of 1. Nampak? Okay, clear everyone? So daripada sini kita tahu, we make a guess our x is equals to pi over 2. Let's try by putting here x equals to pi over 2. We will get this one or not? Okay, adakah kita akan dapat macam ni ataupun tidak? Alright. Okay, so now let's proceed. Kita masukkan, remember this is fx equals to this the series that we have on left hand side is fx. So fx kita adalah f, kita masukkan value pi over 2. So, remember what is our function fx? Fx ni sama dengan this. Okay. So, kalau f pi over 2, okay, when x equals to pi over 2, kita refer equation 1 ke equation 2. Pi over 2 ni berada dalam domain mana? Okay, is in the equation 2 lah, because pi over 2 is in between 0 to pi, right? So, when x equals to pi over 2, f pi over 2 is 0. Okay, f pi over 2 is equals to 0. Alright, so this is equals to 0 sama dengan 1/2 tolak 2 per pi. Okay, and then here we have 1 darab dengan sin pi over 2 tambah 1/3 sin 3 pi over 2 tambah 1/5 sin 5 pi over 2 dan tambah 1/7 sin 7 pi over 2 and so on and so forth. Okay, titik nampak dah. Okay, so here we have 0 equals to half minus 2 over pi. Sin pi over 2 is 1 kan. And then plus 1 over 3 sin 3 pi over 2, yang ni adalah negatif 1, yang ni adalah positif 1, yang ni adalah negatif 1. Tak percaya, tekan calculator. Okay, 1 minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5 minus 1 over 7, so on and so forth. Okay, ingat tak? Soalan tadi disuruh buktikan sama dengan macam ni kan? Ada nampak bayang dah? Okay, okay, ada nampak makin menghampiri. Okay, so sekarang ni untuk dapat lebih kurang ni maknanya we already have the right hand side tu nampak macam okay dah ni. Alright, so we try to bring half to our left hand side. So we're going to have negative half equals to negative 2 over pi sama dengan benda ni, saya malas salin. Okay, so daripada sini nampak pi boleh pergi ke sana, then there you go, you're going to have pi over 4 sama dengan 1 minus with 1 over 3 plus with 1 over 5 minus with 1 over 7 dot sampai habis. Oops, tak payah ni dah. Okay, so here we have shown that we are getting such a series like this when x equals to pi over 2. So we have proven. Okay, so hopefully all of you clear about this. Okay, so kita dah answer part C. Okay, 1 A, B and C. Alright, so untuk example 3 ni, okay, example 3 ni kalau you tengok soalan lebih kurang je dengan yang kita discuss in example 2, tapi soalan C tak ada, tak apalah. Okay, I just want you try to do on your own as your classwork submission A and B. Okay, A ni senang sangat ni nak sketch the graph. Okay, just tengok based on macam mana saya explain untuk example 2 how do we sketch the graph. Okay, this time is from the interval negative 3 pi to 3 pi. The function is defined from negative pi to pi. Okay, and the question asks you to find the Fourier series for fs in the interval from negative pi to pi. Soalan ni saya dah bagi jawapan halfway, tapi saya nak you all try to find fs equals to apa. Okay, the series up to n sama dengan 5 macam tadi. Maknanya expand the series, gantikan n equals to 5 macam mana rupa jadinya you punya series tu. Bukan just bagi jawapan dalam bentuk macam ni sajalah. This is just the guideline to ensure that you are doing the correct thing. Okay class, so that's it for the second part of the video.